Hi, I'm Whitehead. Every one of us have experienced some major employment problems, but we've got some answers for you. Give us a call on 0800 247 93 93 and leave your problems with us. Fixed term employment agreements are a very helpful tool for any business. For example, they can be used when a person's perhaps on maternity leave, study leave, or perhaps on an overseas trip. Just engaging some labour for a period of time to cover an employee's absence, it can be very helpful. But more importantly, when a business has a major project which has a definitive end date, or perhaps a contract which has a definitive end date, very helpful to engage somebody on a fixed term employment agreement so that they very clearly know that their employment will end at a particular time. They can cover employees who work 40 hours a week or even only work part-time hours, or perhaps even a casual employee who comes to work only when you require them to, and they on each engagement would be deemed a fixed term employment agreement. But however, what we're here to tell you about is to be very, very cautious because there's some strict conditions associated with it. Under the Employment Relations Act, the Act makes it very clear that to engage someone on a fixed term employment agreement, it must be in writing, and it must specify in writing the genuine reasons based on reasonable grounds on how and why you've got a fixed term employment agreement. So let's just go through that again. A genuine reason based on reasonable grounds. So not only do you have to have those, you've got to express them within the contract. So be very particular to specify what those conditions are. What will bring an end to the employment agreement? If you have a set date and it comes to an end at the date, or perhaps it's a specific event and the event comes to an end. Perhaps you've got a one-day show to put on, and at the end of the show, obviously that will be the end of the employment. Or perhaps you've got a contract. So when the work's concluded, things are finished, then obviously the employment will be concluded at the same time. There are some risks involved with this. If, for example, you haven't put it in writing in the employment agreement, then the employee could claim that they're permanent. So when you come to end their employment, they could say, I'll sue you for unjustified dismissal because I'm actually a permanent employee. So make sure you've got these things in writing. If there's anything you've got to do is ensure the contract's written carefully. We strongly advise you go off and get some guidance in regards to that. Hi, I'm Whitehead. Every one of us have experienced some major employment problems, but we've got some answers for you. Call on 0800 247 93 93 and leave your problems with us.